Why is it so hard to buy a house right now in Saskatchewan but easy to sell? Let's see what's happening in the real estate market and how you can position yourself to not waste time or money. This video is part of an exclusive collaboration with top real estate YouTubers from across North America. We are each breaking down what's really happening in our local markets, the stuff you won't hear on the evening news or read in some generic market report. If you want the real inside scoop of what's going on down in markets beyond your own, make sure to check out all the videos linked below. These aren't just random YouTubers, these are people who know their markets inside and out. Scrolling Realtor.ca, it becomes very apparent what is facing buyers in Saskatchewan: a severe lack of inventory. And that's because sales in Saskatchewan remain strong. In May 2025, we saw around 1,750 homes sold across the province. That's about 4.6% lower than May of last year, but still 16% above the long-term average. This also marks the 23rd straight month of above average sales activity in the province. Despite tighter conditions and higher interest rates than in previous years, Saskatchewan's market is showing excellent resilience. Buyers are still active and the pace of sales is well above normal for this time of year. Inventory remains low. Although there has been slight increases, as of the end of May, there were just over 5,000 active listings across Saskatchewan. About 2,900 new listings came on the market during the month, helping to inject some supply, but it's not enough. Roughly 900 of those active listings are already conditional offers, meaning effective inventory is even lower. In fact, inventory is sitting at about 40% below typical seasonal levels. The province currently has about 2.9 months of supply. For context, a balanced market usually sits between 4 to 6 months. So 2.9 months of supply indicates a strong seller's market where demand is outpacing supply. Home prices have reached record highs. The benchmark price for a typical home in Saskatchewan hit $369,500 in May, an all-time high. This represents an 8.5% year-over-year increase. Looking at the major cities, Saskatoon set a new record benchmark price of $433,700 in May, up from $422,600 in April, and an over 9% increase from May of last year. Regina also reported a record benchmark price of $340,800 in May, up from $335,500 in April, and nearly 7% increase from this time last year. Other communities registered new record price levels as well. Moose Jaw, Prince Albert, Humboldt, Meadow Lake, North Battleford, Estevan, and Weyburn. In some of these markets, prices are up more than 18% compared to last year. This is being driven by tight supply, solid demand, and strong economic fundamentals. Despite higher mortgage rates and these price increases, people continue to move and invest in Saskatchewan. For buyers, this is an incredibly tough market. I have clients that have been looking for property since the end of last year and still have not been able to get a home under contract. And from realtors that I talk to, if a home is priced correctly, it's very likely that it's going to go for over asking. Not to be totally doom and gloom, I've also had clients who I pre-approved and the very next day they got an accepted offer at the list price. In either case, there are steps that buyers can take to be prepared. For sellers, this is a great opportunity. Limited competition and rising prices, you are able to get top dollar for your home, but also keep in mind that if you're selling, you're likely buying something as well. You need to have a plan in place so that you can effectively execute on your potential buy. Things like bridge loans, porting of your existing mortgage can be great ways of making a smooth transition. To wrap up, the Saskatchewan housing market is strong. Sales are above average, inventory is still tight, and prices are hitting new records across the province. This means it's crucial to be working with a good realtor who understands the value of the home that you're putting an offer in on, not just what the list price is. It also means that as a buyer, it's more important than ever to be prepared with your pre-approval. Getting pre-approved is essential in a tight market because it shows you're a serious buyer ready to act quickly. Sellers and their agents are far more likely to consider your offer, and in many cases won't even look at one without a pre-approval. Plus, it allows you to lock in your mortgage rate for up to 120 days, protecting you from potential increases, and gives you time to resolve any credit or income issues before you get the offer in place. If you're looking to get pre-approved and want expert guidance through the process, book a call with me today. I'd be happy to help get you started. My calendar link can be found in the description of this video. Thanks for checking out this episode of the Saskatchewan Real Estate Podcast. If you want to learn more about refinancing an existing mortgage, click here.